Well, my attempts to get a quick video in before the rain started again are a failure. But with the sky being kind of broken, I don't think the rain will last too long. I can probably talk longer than the rain. I mean, I definitely can talk longer than the rain. And today I have something to talk about. This is a beer I did way back, second year of my channel, maybe first or second year where I was posting regularly. I think it was the first year that I was posting regularly, so second or third year of the channel. I can't remember like exactly the cadence of those first few videos, but, oh hey, the rain slacked off. But this is Ninkasi's Sleigh'r. And I remember in my initial video, I was not impressed with it, mainly because it was too strongly hopped. Now, this is the third video of Christmas beers I am recording in 2025. And so far, let's see, it was Fa La 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 by Double Mountain, which was a pretty strongly hopped holiday beer. And then Reuben's Holiday Haze, which was a hazy IPA, which was still hoppy, but had some other things to it. And so this is another strongly hopped holiday beer. I promise no, actually the only ones I have in my fridge right now are strongly hopped. So let's just get into it. Hey, well, the color's pretty good. Mug for the camera. Nice. So, yeah, the first time I drank Sleigh'r, 3-4 years ago, not a super huge fan. It was just too hoppy for my taste back then. And since then, I have definitely developed a greater appreciation for hops and the flavors and aromas and wonderful things they bring, including the bitterness. So this is definitely a darker beer, so strongly roasted malts. Though, given the smell, I wonder if they didn't use a wee bit of candy sugar in this. That is the Belgian candy sugar, or some liquid malts possibly, because it does have some sweetness, some malty sweetness to it, which, given the dark color, I wouldn't necessarily expect in an American Northwest beer. Yeah, and in fact, it's like the dominant flavor is the sweetness. The rain's picking up more. Let me check real quick. As long as there's not a downpour, we should be fine. And the downpours are supposed to hold off till like Sunday and Monday. We're supposed to have a Category 5 atmospheric river, which is mainly a flood risk. It's just a volume of rain. And we live kind of on the top. Well, not the top. There are more hills that way. But we're up like there's a bluff half a mile that way that goes down to the river bottom. So that's where all the flooding is going to happen. If it happens, it's just going to cut us off from civilization, not actually impact us directly. Okay, there's some toasty malts. I think I'm coming into this with some preconceptions, especially given my prior experience. And so I'm expecting a stronger hoppiness. And frankly, I'm not smelling a strong hoppiness. So there's that. The toasty notes almost have a savory note, which is kind of interesting. Sorry, itchy nose. Yeah. Oh, that savoriness, no, it's a smokiness. So smoky, that speaks to actually using maybe open fire when you're roasting the malts as opposed to an indirect heat, which is more common. Yeah, I mean, most beers that had darker malts way back when were very smoky because you had to use heat, like fire, to roast them. And there wasn't indirect heat technology. So generally speaking, there was a smoky fire underneath the malt. And so your malts were smoky. That obviously is no longer the case. But it's always nice and interesting when the brewer chooses to use smoke as part of their flavor. And definitely in the winter, smokiness from a light smokiness from wood stoves, fireplaces, things like that can definitely be part of the memory, the pleasant memories of the season. Yeah, the comfortable, cozy parts of the cold. I don't know what I was on about so many years ago. Oh, never mind. I do. That's really nice. There's the smokiness. There's a malty sweetness. There's a roastiness. And they're all up in there. And then there's this really nice, it starts feeling like a little bit of dark chocolate, and then it gets a little bit more than that, and it's the hops. Hello, hops are here. That they come really late, like a really nice West Coast IPA where it's kind of a malty front, and then the hops come in on the back end and start cleaning things up and make you want to drink some more. Yeah, that's what this is about. I like that. It might almost be deceptive at first, especially if you're not a fan of hops. As you're drinking and you're thinking, hey, this is nice and roasty, maybe a little smoky, that's pretty cool. Wait a minute, what are those? Hello, it's the hops. Yeah, it takes a little while for the hops to show up, and then subsequent drinks, obviously the hops are already there, and they play more of like a baker's chocolate role, mixing in with all the other flavors of the beer, and that's really pleasant, because who doesn't like baker's chocolate as far as memories go, right? I mean, the average person probably doesn't just break off chunks of baker's chocolate and eat them, and nor do I. I am reasonably average. But as far as like, what do you know it's going to speak of? Hey, this is going to be fudge, or hey, this is going to be grandma's German chocolate cake, or whatever the case may be. It's a memory thing. And frankly, with holiday beers, I feel the successful ones are the ones that are able to identify and touch and remind and evoke those icons, those sensation icons, smells, aromas, smells and aromas, those two things, which are the same thing, aromas, flavors, etc., that are tied to pleasant memories, either real or cultural. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And the good ones do it well, so I'm not going to complain. This is a good beer. I enjoy it. It is Ninkasi's Sleigh'r. I slandered it many years ago. I will right that wrong. Ninkasi Sleigh'r is a 3-star beer. I appreciate that it takes a little bit longer for the hop to come in, and it's a nice, dark, earthy, but not like German or European earthy. It's definitely American. It's a darker flavor, and together with the other parts of the beer, it plays the role of a baker's chocolate, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyways, this is me, Matthew. I've been drinking, and I've been re-drinking, and definitely enjoying Ninkasi's Sleigh'r, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.